In those years, I gathered around me a competent group of Targaryen loyalists from all over Westeros. My castellan and regent was an exile from Dragonstone, Jaden Darkholm, a kind and just man who nevertheless harbored the same burning ambition that I did. As a master of laws, I appointed Horton Redfort, my first cousin once removed, an honest man with a taste for wild parties. Then there was Sir Aemon of Overston, a talented marshal from the Stormlands, proud and jealous but a hard worker. I thought highly of him at first, if only I knew who was the object of his jealousy. Finally, there was the steward, Sir Lawrence Caswell, a modest and reserved reachman, prone to bouts of anger if disturbed, and seemingly uninterested in worldly pleasures. With my realm in capable hands, or so I thought, I redoubled my efforts to gain favour with my liege, Lord Paramount Dennis Arryn of the Vale. Wishing to become his Lord Hand, I travelled to the Eyrie to make my case, but was rebuffed. Lord Dennis, quietly influenced by his current hand at cowardly liar Lord Elbar Sunderland of the Three Sisters, denied me my rightful position, making me Master-at-Arms instead. However, when I was on my way back, after having received word that my wife Alice was pregnant, my liege insulted me once again. Lord Dennis took away my Master-at-Arms, Sir Aemon, and appointed him Knight of the Bloody Gate, and Sir Aemon had been trying to convince Lord Dennis to make him Master-at-Arms of the Vale instead of me. The insult! This was further compounded when I returned home and found my wife aloof and uncaring. After some prying, she confessed that she had been sleeping with that very same Sir Aemon. The man had taken my wife, my lands, and tried to take my job. He had made an enemy for life. My wife, fearing my wrath, fled to the Reach, but I had my men arrange a little accident. Months later, she tumbled into the Sunset Sea, a faulty balcony railing as far as anyone was concerned. In 364 AC, rumour reached me of a succession crisis in the mercenary kingdom of the Summer Crown. The death of good King Cameron Baratheon in a far-off battle had left the kingdom in a decade-long regency under his grandson Essos. But many preferred Cameron's daughter, Mary, a brilliant and muscled young woman of 10 and 6, who had proven extraordinarily capable in combat and in all matters of state. While her rebellion in Essos never quite got off the ground, it did earn her the eternal ire of her family, who wanted to imprison her, and I decided to offer her shelter. Although she was understandably skeptical of hiding in the castle of a Targaryen descendant, cousin Gwaine, my master-at-laws, convinced her that it was actually the safest place for her. After all, if anyone was interested in keeping her alive and the Baratheon realm unstable, it was us. As for my motivation, I was in the market for a new wife, and she sounded perfect. Not only was she clearly strong and capable, I might be able to use her to pit the Baratheons of the East against their cousins in the West. There was just one problem. Mary Baratheon was already married to Sir Horton Redfort, but it was nothing a little murder couldn't solve. After my first few assassination attempts failed, I had my spies follow Sir Horton around, and eventually sufficient evidence was accumulated to throw him in jail without too many raised eyebrows. I hoped a quick kangaroo court would see his execution, leaving Mary free for me to marry. But it was not to be. Sir Horton demanded trial by combat. My honor forbade me from refusing such a request, and in my arrogance I did not select a champion, but decided to fight Sir Horton myself, perhaps hoping to somehow impress my future wife. The singers would love it, 2 men battling it out for the hand of a desirable princess. But I was 60 years old, and my reflexes were not as quick as they used to be. Sir Horton found a weak spot in my armor between my neck and my right pauldron, and between 2 of my swings he forced his blade into it with all his might. As I watched the blood pour over my armor and chainmail, I thought to myself, "You arrogant fool, you overreached and now you're paying for it. At least that bastard Sir Aemon died before me." Then everything went black. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of the Redfort Restoration. Yes, last episode we had a little bit of an intro to the series, and we had our father, Horton the Red, try to make his first moves, although none of them have really turned out that successfully, at least not before the death of your boy Horton II. So last episode we died in a duel fighting Enfren Redwick. Difficult to say for me as a Dutchman, I guess. Who is the husband of Mary Baratheon, and we want to marry Baratheon to our boy Robert II. At least I think she would be a good match. But we're currently imprisoning Enfren. I'm pretty sure we probably cannot execute him or do something else. Let's see. Immune to hostile liege's actions. Okay, maybe that will... he has the modifier getting justice, I guess. I guess we can't kill him. That's fine. I've been appointed as your regent. Yes, Jaden Darkholm. We made him our designated regent. This is the Westerosi Valyrian guy, our Hand of the King, who we made our regent in the last episode. And I'm happy to see that he actually did become our regent, because this man is also our guardian. We like him. We like our boy Jaden. In fact, we might want to... Oh, we can't sway him, of course, because we're a little boy. He's also our guardian, although I'm not really that happy about that, because he is... he's got some very good traits, but his education is not really good. So we might want to switch when we approach the age of 15 to a guy who has a higher stewardship education. We'll see. Yes, okay. So money has been divided. That always bugs out. At least I never get any money. Your father, Lord Horton II Redfort, has died. And now it falls to you to decide whether to make this funeral a big and special event or just keep it a small and private one. Let's keep it a small one. Okay, this is the Iron Bank again, I think. I owe them nothing. I cannot afford right now, but promise to pay. I owe them nothing. I thought we already said no to the Iron Bank. I guess not. King Harlan of the Summer Crown has declared Summer Crown Dark Dam Vassalization War. Okay, he's continuing his conquests in the east. We'll pay a little bit of attention to him, but it's not that urgent, in my opinion. Your prisoner, Sir Enfren Redwick, has requested an audience with you upon meeting him before the court. To hear he is offering to pay the ransom for his release personally. No, you can stay in jail. Although, I think maybe what might be the case is that this guy, he won his trial by combat, right? So he should be released. So I guess my regent is refusing to release him. That's maybe possible. That's fine, though. Let's keep him in jail. We're a little kid. We can't really do anything about it. But at least we know that he cannot get any children with Mary while he's in jail. At least I don't think so. Also seems we have lost our claim to the Iron Throne. But I think I will mod that back in when we need it. Because I think there is a way to sort of tie it to our house, I think. To give us a traditional claim. But I don't really know how to do that, and I don't really want to figure it out because it will take me a long time. So I think I will just give him back the claims in the next episode or something like that. We claim to the Kingdom of the Iron Throne, the Lordship of King's Landing, and the High Lordship of King's Landing. I think we had no claim on the High Lordship of Dragonstone. Although one of you guys did mention we might want to expand it to Dragonstone, and I actually kind of like that idea. High Lordship of Dragonstone is held by this Celtigar. It was only 830 troops. That's actually not a lot. I'm pretty sure this guy has only 1.55 actually. Probably because he's at war right now. Let's stick to Runestone for now. I think once we grab Runestone, we are a pretty powerful Vale Lord. From there on, we might want to expand to like Dragonstone or somewhere there. Okay, we get a strong claim on the Lordship of Runestone. Ideally, I would like the High Lordship as well. But just the Lordship, I guess, would be fine. How many troops do you have? 5,000. We really need some allies. But I guess I could still just go for the Lordship first and just keep the guy on here. Maybe we can get a claim on the High Lordship. Sure. We will go in debt a little bit, but that's fine. We are on a joust, I guess. We should try to marry off our brother to get a good alliance. Tyressa Lannister. Is the sister of the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, who was quite weak last time we had a look. He's still relatively weak. Is he winning his war? No, he's not. So I don't really want to bet on him. Who is Castamere War for Lord Devon's claim on the Westerlands? Lord Devon. This guy. I guess if we marry... We could, I guess, marry this girl, Serena Lannister. Because that probably means we can get an alliance with Stefan, because he's still a quite closely related family member. And we can also get an alliance with Devon once he wins his war. Because he will still be a brother-in-law to us. So I think Serena is probably a good choice. Let's see if we can marry her to John. No. Prefers a matrilineal marriage. His opinion is pretty good of us. 11. Transfer vassalage. I don't want to transfer any vassalage to you. We cannot really improve our relations with him, so I guess we cannot really do it currently. So let's see if we have any other options. Maybe we can marry his sibling. Maybe he will allow that. Oh, he will. Well, I was not expecting that. Okay. So we can marry John Redfort to Teresa Lannister. That's a great match, I think. Let's do it. I guess she was in the she was in the Red Keep, so that's why we can marry her and not the other Lannister. I've decided to accept your suggestion. Harwood of the Iron Throne has said, accepted your suggestion to marry John Redfort to Teresa Lannister. All right. She's groomed. She's authoritative. She's a pretty great girl overall. Who's her guardian? Pretty decent stats. All right. Can we now have an alliance with this guy? Offer a non-aggression pact. Eventually we can. We have no... we will see how this war plays out in the Westerlands. And I think whoever wins, we can probably become their ally. Because I think we're still quite closely related to Devon. Because he will be our uncle-in-law, let's say. So I think we can probably get a non-aggression pact with him as well. We'll see. I think that was a good match. We should maybe find somebody for Fiona Redfort as well. See how we can marry the High King of the Summer Crown. Harlan is unmarried. Wow. Let's see if he wants that. Marriage? Harlan. My boy, do you want to marry... You want to marry my sister? My god, man. 46,000 troops. Are you at war with anybody right now? Yeah, it is Specialization War, but you will win that soon. Do I want this, though? We kind of hate the Baratheons, right? So for RP reasons, it's maybe not that great. But it's such a good marriage, though. And do we really hold a grudge against these guys? Yeah, no, we do, because they murdered all the Targaryens. So from roleplay point of view, it doesn't really make sense. Although I guess my dad was ruthless. So I think he would have done anything to up the power of House Redfort. So maybe in that sense we can sort of justify it for ourselves. What does our regent think of it, though? He's ambitious. He's just and kind. So he would be probably more willing to forgive the Baratheons. I mean, he would probably say, "Yeah, it wasn't your fault, Harlan. It was your grandfather who killed the Targaryens, not you. And you are very powerful." I'm justifying it partially for myself because I think it's just very cool to do. Fiona Redfort. I mean, we can just check if there's anybody else. The Lord Paramount of the Westlands himself is unmarried. Other than that. Yeah, and the King of the Iron Throne himself is unmarried, but I don't really want to marry him. Because we're going to fight him at some point. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, please. I've decided to accept your suggestion of a betrothal between Fiona and High King Harlan. These are some great marriages, man. I'm happy with these. So my regent, Jaden Darkholm, has arranged some good marriages for us. We have John married to Teresa Lannister and Fiona married to King Harlan of the Summer Crown. Let's see if we can get an alliance with him. He wants to... Oh, wow, that's amazing. Same interest. Yeah, I guess... okay, I guess because we also want to fight the Baratheons of the Iron Throne, maybe? Let's just wait until his war is over. Well, we can actually just do an alliance right now. He can just call us in. And then we can use his help to attack the Lordship of Runestone. At least I hope we can do that. I accept your suggestion for alliance. Great. Let's also keep an eye on the Westerlands. Let's make Stefan a character of special interest. And let's have Devon also as a character of special interest. Because these guys are battling it out for the Westerlands right now. And could go either way still, I think. At least that's what I thought I noticed. So Devon's claim on the Westerlands. Yeah, I think it can still go either way. It's at 70% in favor of Lord Benedict. Okay, so he will probably lose this war. That's fine. Many tilts, yada yada yada. Sir Manfred Wordbury and Sir Doran Gargalen. And Sir Manfred Wordbury won. He's got 120 personal combat skill. No wonder he won. Giant. Okay, he's like the mountain. Manfred Wordbury. We will keep an eye on this name. This is a promising young knight. A promising old knight, I should say. It fine spectacle, great. We want to go out of debt as well. We really make so little money. That's really, it's really not very useful. And we also didn't pay off our loan, so I'm pretty sure if we say I want to take out a loan from a bank. Let's see, take out a loan. Has not purposely dishonored a bank debt in the past. Oh wow, so that's just never gonna happen. Okay, that sucks. Oh well, we couldn't really afford to do anything else with it anyway. How's the war going, my friend? You winning? 75% still. Lord Paramount Devon the Usurper has inherited the Kingdom of the Westerlands and other titles from Stefan Lannister. Alright. Offer an aggression pact. Nope, he says no. But I think we can probably convince him eventually. If we, once we are an adult, we will just start swaying him. And I think eventually he will probably be willing to give us a non-aggression pact at least, and maybe even an alliance. Which would be nice. Your sire, Sir Jaden Darkholm, has entered the upcoming tourney of Newkeep, hosted by Lord Willem Hersey. The best knights and lords of the Vale shall be competing, and as his squire, you will accompany and assist Sir Jaden. Okay, we were following our guardian and our sort of ruler. I think this guy is a pretty good sort of regent for us. He's just, he's charitable, patient, kind. He's kind of a Ned Stark character, right? Although he is ambitious, that's a bit worrying. But we're following him to the tourney of Lord Willem of Newkeep, who is where? Okay, he's on the other side of the Vale. Okay, let's go. Oswin Wainwood became the winner of the tourney. 70 personal combat skill. Okay, he's not that great. You can forget about him. My sire didn't really do very well, I think. So Jaden, you didn't really do very well, did you? Enfren is still in our prison. We can call him for trial again. Well, I'm scared he will do another trial by combat thing, though. Execute. Tyranny increases by 5. Then again, I don't really want to risk him escaping again. I could call him for trial again, I guess. See if maybe this time he will want to do a regular trial. I'm not quite sure how that works. If you can ask for a trial by combat more than once. I'm just worried if I execute him that his wife will hate me. and no, we're gonna call him for trial again because my regent is just, right? He's just, so he wouldn't just execute him without any good reason. Let's call him for trial again. See if this time he will. Oh, trial by combat, shit. Okay, can we get a good warrior from? Oh, maybe we could. Oh no, the guy who won the tourney just now was landed, right? So we cannot invite him. Okay, we need this guy, Adarion Cassell. Why don't you come over here, my man? You will remain in this dungeon until then. Fine spectacle. Come over here, please. I demand trial by combat. I will select someone to stand for his lord. None in my court are suitable. This guy has 100 personal combat skill, actually. So Manfred Rollthorn. He stands a good chance against this guy. Can we? No. I was going to say, can we maybe cut off a limb or something from this guy so that he'll stand the worst chance of winning. Okay, Manfred, do me proud, please. Please win this, please. I will stand for you, my lord. Manfred Waters, my new marshal. He replaced my father's enemy, the Sir Aemon. And I guess Sir Hugo is my friend. Hugo Aaron. Interesting. This 19-year-old man is my friend. Cool. Is he the heir to the Vale? No, he's not. He's not. But he is somewhat high up in House Aaron. That's good. It's good to know that the man holding the bloody gate is our friend. Fight well, Sir Manfred. Yes. Okay. Sir Enfren Redwick has been slain by Sir Manfred. Very good, Sir Manfred Waters. He did well. Another great guy. Formidable fighter. Just. Authoritative. This is a great master of arms. Let's see if he can stick around. He also has some Valyrian heritage somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Sir Tommen. Diana. I don't really see any Valyrian heritage. I guess this woman has some Valyrian heritage. I don't really know. Doesn't really matter, but at least we managed to defeat the husband of Mary Baratheon. The gods are in my favor. Alright, stop. Accept your gracious invitation. My girl, would you like to marry me? Need to be approved by our regent. Okay, fine, fair enough. Opinion of Lord Robert II. Base reluctance. Kind. Okay, well, let's make sure that she doesn't suddenly die. I think probably because she's my counselor, she will not die of poor health, probably. That's my guess. So let's see. I guess we need to grow up first. We need to be out of our regency before we can marry Baratheon. All right. How is our boy doing? Our summer crown boy. Come on, man, win your war. He started another war already. He's fighting a war against the tyranny. A pretty big one. Okay. I hope... she's so funny and above all so beautiful. I think I'm falling for her. Oh, that's cute. He's falling for Gianna Rollthorn. Alright. I'll try and talk to her. Yeah, we can try and talk to her. Gianna and I talked for hours and soon became inseparable. If there was a chore, a homework, or anything we could do together, we did it. If it weren't for my nanny, then we would have slept in the same bed too. Wow. Okay. This is the daughter of Manfred Waters. Oh man, this is going to make it difficult because I kind of want to marry Baratheon. But if I have an infatuation with this girl and she is the daughter of my master at arms, that's also a pretty good choice. We could just keep her as a paramour, I guess. You have great fun provoking people with rude remarks. That's interesting. He scolds me, so I guess I'm not. I am rude. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. My spy master, Princess Mary Baratheon, has expressed a desire to get married. No, I will not grant you permission. You need to marry me, girl. You need to be my wife. She has the purple eyes as well. I guess, yeah, that came down from her. Yeah, because Cameron Baratheon also has purple eyes. Bobby B doesn't. Okay, so I don't know where that exactly came from. Yeah, that's fine. John Arryn, my liege. Lord Paramount John III has inherited the Kingdom of the Vale and other titles from Lord Paramount Dennis. Well, we didn't really have any love for Dennis, right? He stole my father's job. So let's see if Lord Paramount John III will be better disposed towards me, although I guess he does kind of seem to hate me. Threatened by claim fabrication. Oh yeah, that's the thing in this mod. I forgot about that. That's fine though. Sir Manfred Waters has been a leal servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the Redfort. It would be seen as the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants, as so as to foster greater loyalty. 25 gold is a lot, but Sir Manfred Waters did kill the man that we wanted dead at the trial by combat, so we have to reward him for that, right? Yeah, he killed Enfred Redwick. So yeah, let's just give him the money just for roleplay reasons, right? You're a formidable fighter, actually, so why don't you train children? I wouldn't mind becoming a little bit of a better fighter. I'm only a trained fighter. Ah, okay, so he won this war. I think that is probably then the cue for us to attack Runestone. So let's do that. Oh, Mirror's Land's independence. Okay, well, if you're going to be like this, man, I'm just going to declare war right now. Claim Runestone. Can I not call him in? I can't call him in, I think. Maybe because he's outside of my realm? Probably. Okay, that sucks. I guess we need to delay the attack on Runestone a little bit. Before we can... until after we can get a non-aggression pact and an alliance with the Westerlands. Gregor is the winner. Oh, Sir Manfred was on horse, my master at arms. Master Gregor of Sandstone. Very good. Gregor became the winner of the tourney as well, so my master at arms need not be embarrassed. So that's good. A good choice. Alright. Lord Alfred, fine. These are the people I grew up with. I feel like we bonded over the years. I think we bonded with Gianna, right? We have a crush on her. Yeah, teenage infatuation. Alright. That's a fine speech. I think we are almost growing up. The alliance between Lord Robert II and High King Harlan has broken down already. He was killed in personal combat in the midst of battle. He was fighting a couple of independence wars. So let's see if we can... Your ally, High King Harlan Baratheon, has been slain. He was killed in direct combat. So who succeeded you? And are you still at war with somebody? Novoshi independence. High King Parman. Parman Florent. Okay. We cannot become your ally, I guess. So the Florents have... So the Baratheons are gone from the Summer Crown. I mean... Can we still break the betrothal between... And marry betroth his kid to our daughter? I think that's probably a better idea. It's a bit ruthless, but hey, that's how we are, right? Harlem, my guy? No, my sister is back at my court, I guess. Yes, she's back in the Redfort. Okay, good. My man, Parman. Would you like to marry Fiona? Needs to be approved by your regent. Okay, fine. Fine. I think it's probably better actually to find somebody within the Seven Kingdoms, because they can actually help us with our wars. But we did turn out pretty well, Robert Redford. So one more year. We were born in 28th 7th moon. Oh, skilled fighter. Great. Great. Ooh. Since we were small, Gianna and I have always felt that there was something between us, something that made certain situations more awkward than they should have been. Our teenage infatuation has deepened and grown into something more, something that is hard to explain. Our infatuation has turned into love. This was just something for us growing up. Yeah, no, we should do it, right? Let's turn into love. Let's see if Gianna will become my lover. She's my lover. 14-year-old lover. Gianna Rollthorn. I think I still want to marry Baratheon, though. We'll just get some bastards with our teenage love. Oh, King Harwood the Queer has declared the Iron Throne War for the Kingdom of the Summer Crown. Lordship of Myr and Lordship of Myr on High King Parn of the Summer Crown. Wow. Harwood is attacking the new Lord of the Summer Crown. Okay. Is he... He's gonna grab the whole thing. What? He's got 70k troops. Summer Crown has 50k. Because it might actually be a tricky war for him. That is interesting, though. Very interesting, in fact. Actually, he has more, because his vessels still have to... Who joined him in this war? Everybody? My liege also joined. I kind of don't want to join this war. Can we sit this one out? Is it possible? I would like to sit this one out. But I guess we can't. Okay. Okay, interesting. Harwood the Queer. Declaring war for the Kingdom of the Summer Crown. Alright. Alright. Support the throne. I will not concern myself with this for now. I won't concern myself with this for now. We will not get involved in this war. We don't want that. We don't want to fight. We don't want to help these filthy Baratheons take over some more land. So we will not join you. Screw you. It's all pointless. Cynical. Oh no, I lost it very cynical. Brilliant commander and 2% chance of getting formidable fighter. Brilliant commander. Okay, that's not really what I trained for. I thought I had a stewardship education. Oh well, brilliant commander is great though. I'm very happy with that. And we didn't become a formidable fighter. That is a bit of a shame. We still became a skilled fighter though. We have 70 personal combat skill. It's going to be 90 soon, so that's actually really, really high. Regency has ended. Great. Okay, let's marry Baratheon. Step 1. 24 years old. She's not that much younger than me. Only 8 years younger than me. And she has a claim on the Kingdom of Qohor, Kingdom of Summer Crown, Lordship of Storm's End, Lordship of Myr, Kingdom of the Stormlands. She does, yeah, she has a claim on the Kingdom of the Stormlands. That's actually... We could have this series go in a very different direction. Because if we get an alliance with the Westerlands, we could probably beat these guys. He doesn't have any alliances, and he's only got 15,000 troops. And he's a 13-year-old boy. Interesting. Okay, some new paths opened up for the Redforts. We might want to grab the Stormlands for our wife. That would be great, actually. We should, first of all, see if we can get an heir, right? I think we should get seduction focus first and seduce our wife. That's probably a good idea. Seduce Mary. Let's do it. And I want some kids, please. Become a knight. Yeah, so some of you guys asked if we can do the Valyrian sword ambition, but I think you need to be ambitious for that. So we can't do it. Jaden will remain our Hand of the King, right? He was the one that advised our father, and we have no... We don't need to sort of reinvent the wheel here. We have a pretty decent council. They've all been with us for quite some years, except for Manfred Waters, who was who arrived a little bit later, but he's still great. Mary has not responded to the love letter I had left on her pillow. I won't give up just yet. Ha! In recognition of your glory and honor, Septon offers to anoint you with the holy oils and grant you knighthood. Great, I became a knight. I sent Mary a beautiful necklace and covered her room with wildflowers, but I've heard nothing back from her. Could have been worse. Could have definitely been worse. It shall be a glorious ceremony. Welcome to the wedding, everybody. Princess Audrey Baratheon. Who is she? Audrey Baratheon. You are the daughter of Cameron the Blessed. You're the sister of my wife, so I guess you fled to our court or something. She's a lunatic, so let's just say Mary took her with her, took her sister with her to our castle to flee and give her proper mental health care, right? Who else do we have in our... Horton Redfort, of course. Master Gawain. Lady Lena Storm. Who's that? Lady of Dagger Lake. She's married to my kinsman, the Lord of Dagger Lake. All right. And Milla Baratheon. Another Baratheon. Lady Permot of the Stepstones, really? Oh, that's the... yeah, of course. That was also a Baratheon kingdom. I forgot about that. Alright. Welcome to the wedding, everybody. Now do the feast. Lord Gawain drank too much. Alright. Some carefully placed words where they can easily be overheard by notorious gossips can be more effective than a love letter. Or so I thought, but my quarry Princess Mary has not responded in any way. We need another tactic. I don't think we are very, very diplomatic. No. We will be bedded. Hopefully she will become pregnant. She has not responded, but we won't give up. I had great fun. Great. We had a decent wedding. I thought some carefully placed words where they could easily be overheard by notorious gossips would be more effective than a love letter. Well, Princess Mary clearly got the message. She has started rumors of her own about me. The chase has ended. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Okay, I guess we can't seduce her now. At least not for a long time. Does not have the opinion repelled. Repelled. That's another 2-ish years, and then we can try again. That's fine. I think we should go to the barbershop. Let's get a decent beard. Maybe some sideburns, some long hair. Let's see, this one. This one looks quite noble to me. Lord Robert II, 16-year-old kid. I think it's about time to call it, actually. Oh, my wife is pregnant. Great. Let's just wait until our son/daughter is born. This guy wants some money. Nope. Okay, let's have a look at this war, though. I think, yeah, Harwood is definitely winning that. Harwood Baratheon. Well, I'm actually not so sure if this is going to be a good move for him overall, because I think a lot of these kingdoms are actually, well, I guess a lot of it is Feather 7 actually, so we might be fine with. A lot of it is different cultures and different religions. So what that means is they will continuously revolt against him. So maybe he will get more trouble than it's worth here. Lord Gawain has been very insistent about spending some time with me recently. He hopes that we will be on better terms, if only we take a few days to get to know each other. Sure, man. Nice to meet you, Lord Gawain. Certainly an experience. Okay, we were softened. Oh, he died. He died from too much drinking at the party. Okay, he invited us to a party, and then he literally died of too much drinking. Wow. So we need a new justiciar. We could have a Darion Cosell, but let's just see if there are any nice Targaryen loyalists hanging around somewhere. Joshua Aaronford, Brian Hersey. This guy's from the Riverlands. Sure, you can come over, man. Joshua Aaronford. We always have room for good men. Welcome, Joshua Aaronford. You have big shoes to fill. You will fill the shoes of our first cousin once removed as the diplomat. We have a new heir, Horton Redfort. He's a boy, a good lad. What shall we call him? We should give him a Targaryen name, right? I kind of want to give him like a name that sounds Targaryen-y, but also kind of sounds Endel. So I was thinking maybe Danny, Daenerys, but then just 2 N's. Or Dennis. Dennis is pretty nice. Or like Viserys, we could say maybe Vincent. So Vincent Viserys and Danny Daenerys. Or who else? With Aerys. We could call him Harry, Aerys. Harry, I think, is good, because... Or Rhaegar. Rhaegar doesn't really have a nice... Let's call him Vincent. Vincent. Vincent, by which I mean Viserys. I think that's a pretty good sort of covert way to sort of show off our Targaryen heritage. I think we will just raise you ourselves because we're a pretty damn good tutor. How is this war going though? Let's have a final look. He did lose most of King's Landing. 40% in favor of King Harwood the Queer. Can we see? I guess we cannot follow but I think he's still winning despite that. Are you holding any of his family members in prison? Let's see. I guess he didn't capture any of the family members of the King's Landing Baratheons in his war while besieging King's Landing. That's a shame. This is a big war though. Let's see what will happen if he wins. But that's, I think, all for next episode. So, again, we had quite a few plans that kind of didn't really end up going anywhere because other things happened in between. But we did manage to achieve our plan of marrying the strong genius Mary Baratheon, who holds the Kingdom of the Summer Crown. We did manage to get a son out of the bargain. We did manage to get out of her regency unscathed, and even with a little bit of a teenage concubine here. And we managed to grow up to be a pretty great commander and pretty skilled at most other things as well. So let's see if we can press our claim on Runestone next episode. That would be a big help. And then from there on, we can hopefully plot to get a claim on the duchy as a whole, which would be nice. And let's also see if we can maybe do something with the large amount of claims our wife has. Let's see if we can still grab the Stormlands for our wife. That would be pretty damn great. And let's see if we can capitalize on this alliance we formed now with the Lannister family. Yes, thank you guys very much for watching. Yeah, like you've noticed, this is a little bit of a slow-going series. We're gradually building up. But if you guys have watched the Bolton series, you know that these slow-moving series can be just as interesting as the fast-moving series. So, hope you guys stick around. I think we might, no promises, but I think we might do another live stream for the multiplayer series shortly. In a couple of days, maybe a week. But I will notify you guys a little bit further in advance than last time, so you guys can have a look at that one as well, because I think the last one was quite popular. So that's good to see always. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will just briefly mention that a lot of you guys don't seem to, only about 10% of you guys actually like the video, and about 25-ish are subscribed. So do consider subscribing and liking. It would be nice for the algorithm. But thank you guys very much for watching, and see you in episode 3. Bye-bye.